So today I want to walk you through my full complexion routine. So my eyes are half done and I want to walk you through foundation, primer, concealer because I get a lot of questions about that. So let's go ahead and jump right in. So when I start out my makeup, I always first wear, especially if I'm doing something in my eyes, my Arbonne eye gel masks. Okay, these guys are the best. If you follow me for a while, I travel with these a lot. These are great for depuffing, de-stressing, bad under eye color. These are great for everything. They're like a little shot of caffeine and like a big tall glass of water for under your eyes. They're just so soothing and so hydrating, and I like to keep mine in a fridge so that when I put them on they're super cold and they're great. So these have been on while I've been doing my eyes. I'm gonna go ahead and take these off. These also help if I am doing more of a more dramatic eye with some of the fallout as well, so they kind of pick some of that up for me, which is super nice. With my primer, again, if you've watched my videos or if you followed me for a while, this is my ride or die favorite primer. It just smooths everything out. It looks beautiful. I use this in my professional makeup kit as well on clients. It just is like super beautiful, and honestly this is kind of the little secret ingredient in making my foundation look airbrushed. Also, I cannot talk about my nails. This quarantine has been really hard on my nails, so we're not going to talk about them. I apologize. They never look like this. But yeah, that's the story with those. Okay. And then I like to go in. This is not a necessary step. This is just something that I like to do with concealer first. This is going to be in the shade medium warm. Again, it's my Arbonne concealer. To be honest with you, a lot of my everyday complexion products are Arbonne. They're great. No, this is not an ad. I just really like their stuff, and they're clean, so I don't see that I get as many breakouts. I like to use, and they're really good products. And I'm gonna go in with my foundation. Now, I like to use liquid foundation. Again, this is just my personal foundation and complexion routine. I can also do a separate video with something that's a little bit more universal for everybody. But right now I'm kind of in between two different shades, two very vastly different shades, I should say. I usually like to self-tan, so I use self-tanning drops on my face, and then I either get spray tanned or self-tanner on the rest of my body. So I'm kind of in between these two. So I'm going to use these two shades here. And again, this is the Arbonne liquid foundation. I really like it. Again, it just kind of looks flawlessly airbrushed without having to try too much. So instead of mixing these two together, what I'm actually going to do is pick up my lighter color first, and I'm going to use a beauty blender for this part. So I'm picking this up on the bottom, and I'm going to apply this in the center of my face. Foundation brush. This is the Morphe M439, and I'm just gonna kind of stipple this all over the rest of my face. Okay, so now that that is all done, now I'm gonna go in with a lighter shade concealer, and this is in the shade Light. I also decided I was a very brave soul today and was gonna do makeup in a cream sweatshirt, so, and I already spilled on myself. And I'm just gonna apply this under the eye, and where I like to brighten is kind of in an upside down triangle here, in that area. And then I also like to brighten a little bit here on the bridge of my nose, kind of going up into my forehead. and then I'll bring the rest down to my beauty blender. I'm gonna go in again with that beauty blender that's damp, and I'm gonna just stipple this until it is all worked into the skin. Always first set my under eyes with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Pressed Powder. I use the shade 1 because again I like my under eyes to be a little bit brighter, but I believe it comes in 3 shades. Just kind of press that into the skin, and I'm just using this Real Techniques setting brush. Real Techniques makes a very affordable, really good quality brushes, so if you're looking for something that's a little bit more affordable but that's still a really good brush, Real Techniques is always going to be really good for that. And then I'm actually going to go in with a little bit more of, actually not a little bit more, but now I'm going to go in with this Laura Mercier, I don't know why I can't say that word now. Translucent brightening setting under eye powder. This stuff is amazing. Again, with this bright eye look that I'm doing, I really kind of want my under eyes to be nice and popped. So this is what I'm gonna use. And it's a really, really finely milled light powder, so you don't need a lot of it. And then I'm just gonna kind of brush away any of the excess that I have. Now, before I go in with any bronzer or contour powder or anything like that, I'm actually gonna go in and spray my face first. One of my favorite setting sprays ever is by Skindinavia. This is just the original makeup finishing spray and oil control. I believe it also comes in bridal. In the original, I've used both the original and I've actually used all 3. I really like all of their products. This stuff stays on forever. It basically makes your makeup completely waterproof. And I'm gonna spray that on first. And now I'm gonna go in with my highlight. And I'm gonna layer today. To be honest with you, I don't even know what brand it is. I ran out of it, and then actually somebody custom made me the matching powder. But it's just a really beautiful pinky rosy gold illuminating powder, and I just like to pop that kind of on my cheeks. So pretty. I've had this forever. Like, I think this is one of my very first pieces of makeup that I ever had. Obviously I still don't have the original product because it's gone, but I had it remade and it's like one of my favorite ever. It just kind of makes your cheeks look nice and shiny. I'm gonna put a little bit on my nose. Okay, my favorites, the Arbonne Constellation. I always forget the name. In the Comet palette. And I'm just gonna add a little bit more of this right here. Also, I shouldn't have called this my everyday complexion routine because I don't wear this much highlighter every day, but you know, daily basis is this Arbonne Got You Covered Mineral Powder Foundation. It's in the shade Cocoa. So this is actually a foundation. I like the shade of it a lot. So I actually use it to kind of bronze up my face, rid of like any more unwanted texture. It's just a really beautiful powder. Blossom. Again, this is one of my Arbonne foundations, and Taffetta. I'm gonna mix these together. Blossom is just like this really beautiful peachy, pinky color. And Taffetta is like that baby Barbie pink color. And so I like to mix them together. Then I'm gonna take my beauty blender and I'm gonna just press everything into the skin. And then last but not least, my setting powder, setting spray. Okay, I'm gonna go finish the rest of my makeup look and I will be back. All right, I am back and this is the finished product. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I decided while I was finishing my eyes, I'm gonna call this my flawless complexion or flawless skin tutorial. But thank you so much for watching. Please comment below, let me know if you loved this video or what else you would like to see. I'm super excited to keep creating for you and want to bring you as much value as I possibly can. So I am off to a virtual brunch. Thank you so much. Make sure to subscribe and comment below. Have a good one.